Random. Link goes full Master Chief in this Ocarina of Time slash Halo mashup mod. It's me, John Zelda. So I seen this trailer and it tripped me out, man. I was like, what the hell is going on? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it real. I never really got too much into Halo. I had played it a little bit back in the day from like friends and family who had like Xboxes back in the day. So that was kind of my, exposure to Halo. But as far as like the story goes and kind of checking it out, I never really got too into it, mainly because I was never a big Xbox person. Nothing against Xbox, if you had one back in the day, that's you know what I mean, that's your prerogative. But I was always more of like a Nintendo and then PlayStation kind of person. I remember I would always hear people that would, I'd mention to them that I play video games and stuff, and they would always ask me like, "What do you play? Like Xbox or PlayStation?" And they'd be kind of looking at me like waiting to hear my response, kind of a thing. And I would always say the same thing, and I would almost always get the same response, which always made me laugh. Which was what I would tell them would be like, I have a PlayStation, and sometimes they'd be like, sometimes you could see their face be like, "Oh hell yeah," or sometimes they'd be kind of looking at me like, man. But I'd follow it up with, I have a PlayStation, but if I could afford to actually buy both consoles, I would get both consoles. And a lot of the times, either side, they would both kind of stop for a second, like really think about it, and they're like, yeah, no, if I could actually buy both consoles, I would too myself. And it's like, yeah. So you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not necessarily that people just decided to go with one or the others. A lot of the times people are just too broke to go for both. So yeah, when it came down to Halo, like I said, that was never really too much of my thing. But seeing that they did this mod when it comes down to, Halo and Zelda combined, I thought this was actually really hilarious, and I thought it was really fun. So I wanted to go ahead and just watch this trailer, or like this demo, and then just kind of do a video on it. So I thought it'd be pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and check this out. Just a little bit. I thought it was so hilarious the fact that you get the sword and then just to see Link just going ham on all these creatures. I thought that was so cool. And for a second, I thought that was all it was gonna be until you see this part right here, where he's like throwing the bombs and everything. For a second, I was like, "What are those?" Like, I mean, obviously they're bombs, but I was just like, "Oh, okay, they're actually like little grenades that he has," which I thought was awesome. And then that threw me off too, because like I said, I'm not a big Halo person. So when I was seeing this type of stuff, I was like, "What the hell is this exactly?" But seeing that what it does, how it attaches to things and then explodes, I thought was so cool. And the way that cracked me up right there, I was like, oh man, like that's actually pretty awesome. And then seeing Link go down, I was like, okay. So that was that. And then I just wanted to also skip just a little bit forward. When you see him, he's fighting the boss right here. Uses this sword, which I thought was pretty funny. And then when he throws the sword, that actually tripped me out. I was like, is it gonna hurt him? I was like, yeah, it hurt him. And then this part I thought was so funny, because at first I thought we were gonna be getting the fire arrow like we're used to, but no. Ends up hitting the ship, causes it to explode with the animation from Ocarina of Time, which I thought was great. And then you get the little like Hummer or whatnot. And I was like, no way. And then it also trips me out with the fact that, like, let me see here, how well this thing, like this thing has the terrain with like Hyrule and everything, how well it looks when it's driving around and everything. It's like it was meant for the game itself, which I thought was hilarious. And that just goes to show whoever did this mod, like, kudos to them, man, because they did such a great job being able to kind of make it so that this thing does just do so well in the terrain of Hyrule. Because it makes you think like, oh man, with this thing, I mean, I love you, Epona, but we're not gonna need you for this one. The only thing that probably would have been a little bit better is if you can see him riding around this thing in the Gerudo Valley. And this I thought was pretty funny too. He uses it to kind of go up. They're like, all right. doing little trick shots, which I thought was cool. This right here also cracked me up so much. Watch, you guys will see. And I love how this is done in a sense where it's almost like you kind of have to do this to kind of progress kind of a thing, which I thought was hilarious. And then this, I love this too. So then you can put Zelda on the back. And at first I was like, is she actually gonna do stuff when she's there? But yeah, she's gonna help you out, which I thought was so awesome. Like, Zelda's got your back, man. And I was wondering too, I was like, how did they get this inside of the boss battle? So cool, man. Yeah, so I think that stuff is awesome, man. So I'm gonna leave a link for this video in the description. That way, if anyone wants to watch it, you can check it out yourself. And yeah, man, I love these type of mods, dude. I love seeing this type of stuff with the game because this game obviously was one of those games. It was like one of the first. It was obviously the first Zelda game that I ever played that got me into Zelda in general. So seeing that all these people are able to do these different types of things with it, all these mods and all that type of stuff, I love it, man. It puts such a smile on my face, especially because when it comes down to this game and everything like that, it is one of those things like knowing that this was decompiled. I'm not sure if that's why they're able to do so many of these types of mods and everything like that to it, but just knowing that games like this getting decompiled kind of helps make that type of stuff a reality, I think is so cool. And it really has me hyped for what the future is going to entail for this type of game with what other types of mods that they're going to be coming out with and everything like that. Because you know what I mean? It's a Halo mod today. You know what I mean? It'd be cool if they end up doing like some type of like, I don't know, like God of War kind of thing tomorrow, or you know, some type of Splinter Cell kind of thing. Some just random stuff that they can, any direction they can kind of go in to kind of add features to this game to kind of continue on with what they want to do with it. So I mean, we got the fusion where you can fuse items together, which is cool. You got the Pikmin, you got the item, like you got the Sheikah Slate from Breath of the Wild that you can use. I think that's really cool. So I love it, man. This type of stuff definitely puts a smile on my face and it makes me happy to kind of see these types of videos. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you guys like seeing this Halo and Zelda mod done? And if there are any people out there that have the opportunity to play it yourselves, let me know what you guys think as far as being able to kind of see this type of stuff as far as modding goes and everything like that. So those are my thoughts on that. If you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. If you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.